Hi, and welcome to another Odd Job Motors test report. This time we have something a little bit different. A German Zundapp. This is a 5 horsepower Zundapp. It's a model 304-01L5. These motors were made from 1970 until about 1980. There were actually two models made. There was a 5 horsepower, which this is, and then also a 6 horsepower. Both of them are singles. It's a nice little compact motor. See, it's got full gear shift here, forward, neutral, reverse. It's got a control panel here in the front. It has a choke starting here on the right, and the pull starter, which is nicely sort of hidden and integrated in here, and then a stop button here. And then it's got this switch here on the bottom that is for the running lights. It actually has a little generator in it that puts out 12 volts and 20 watts to a plug here on the front. And it has a traditional twist grip throttle here. Most all the motors I see have this sort of olive drab tiller. I'm not sure why. You know, you'd think that if it was olive drab it was something that was replaced, but they all seem to have that same feature regardless of the year. It's got this nice little thumb wheel here to adjust the friction on the throttle. This motor takes a few styling cues from the low-profile Scots of the 1960s. It's got this rather flimsy plastic hood that folds down, still gets in the way of most of the things you want to do on the engine. And you can see here it's got the recoil starter is completely enclosed, so it's OSHA approved if you care about that. Then it has, you can see down here where the carburetor is, and then it's got an air silencer over here. An external coil fires the spark plug. It is only a single cylinder, as he said before. And it's a nice, neat little latch that holds it on. And I'll put this guy in the test tank and we can take it for a little spin here on land. It's not quite nice enough yet to go out on the water. We'll do that soon. This is, as he said, a 5 horsepower motor. It develops its 5 horsepower from 50 millimeter bore and a 41.8 stroke. That's 82 cc's. And 5 horsepower is a lot of horsepower out of only 82 cc's. Weighs 18.5 kilograms. Has a very unusual fuel connector, somewhat like a Chrysler, but obviously not like a Chrysler. Goes right here on the front. Now there's a lot of inaccuracies out on the web in terms of the fuel mix that these motors use. I got the original gas tank with it, and on the gas tank it is printed to use a 25-to-1 mix. So there's things out on the web that say 50-to-1. I think for its protection, if you have one of these, they're quite unusual. I would definitely go with the 24-to-1. And we'll prime it up here. And see what happens. Just get a little closer in here. Not bad. Oh, I had it in gear too. Now, one unusual feature this motor has, I'm not sure you can see it, it has a telltale right here that tells you that the water pump is actually working. And then in a minute another one's going to start on the back here. That's when the thermostat opens up. It actually has a thermostat in it. Yep, see right here? So it's just kind of odd, it has two telltales. There's forward gear. The gear shift is oddly articulated. It has a shaft that goes way in. It swings back and forth. You can hear the traditional motorbike sound that it has. It's you know, that da-da-da-da-da-da. It is being a single cylinder and all. Zundapp, obviously their primary business was making motor scooters and motorcycles, so it takes after that. But it's a nice little motor. It really runs very well. It's not quite as loud in person as it probably sounds like on the camera. But anyway, that's the Zundapp 5 horsepower. Not sure what else to say about it. There was a mention of these motors in the July 2010 Outboarder in regards to the family that had the outboard business in Germany. There's a couple of them in the photo, sort of in the background there. I don't know that there are more than a handful of them here in the United States. I don't think they were ever actually imported here. But that's the Zundapp 5 horsepower. I hope you've enjoyed this short video, and we'll see you out on the water.